First of all, we have Swifty. Say hello.
Hello.
Then we have Noctis.
What's up?
What's going on, boys?
And last but not least, we have Vince.
They still didn't want to be here because like I'm done.
It's fine. Alright, anyways, today, first of all, it's the Solstice of Heroes, which is coming next week, or rather this weekly reset. And the second thing we'll discuss is the Stasis subclass, the one that has been reviewed in the trailer that came out about two weeks ago. Yep. So while we are discussing, we will be doing a quick heroic menagerie. Okay, so let's begin the first topic, which is Solstice of Heroes. Based on the trailer itself, what do you guys think of the event?
Looks pretty good, to be honest. Looks alright.
Yes. It's nice because, like, I mean, we've still got nearly another, well, about another 3 months of the season left, and it's getting a bit dry now, so it splits it up a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it brings something new to the table. The armor looks quite good as well. I like how it's not like a complete reskin of the last set. Like, it's got some differences to it, which is nice.
I mean, it's just Solstice, right? It's the typical thing you expect. You just grind the European aerial zone, and then get 3 sets of armor. My main problem with the thing is, it's like the glows. Did you guys see like how much it was?
How much of it?
So it's like 1500 silver for like 1 set of clothes for 1 class, right?
Yep.
And then 6,000 bright dust for each one of them. So it's like, it's like maybe it's 18,000 if you're lacking bright dust, but then it's like, how much is that in silver? Like maybe $40.
Oh my god.
That's like that's a little much.
Yep, definitely cashing on some profits there. But there's one change they added, so you don't have to buy glows for each color or subclass. Rather, you just buy 1 glow for each class. Then you just unlock all the different colors. So that's.
So if I buy Void for like 10, I get a Void across all the classes. Is that what you're saying?
Nope. That means you just there's 1 set of glows for each class. You only need to buy once. Then whichever subclass you're equipping, the glows will be corresponding to that color of the subclass. So it also has relevancy to Stasis as well.
Alright, so it's like 18,000 bright dust then.
Yep, you don't have to. Yep.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend extra for each different color.
Yeah, that's a decent change.
Yep. So in terms of armor relevancy, I think this year they have addressed that the armor will be relevant up to next year event, because as we have seen last year, it was only relevant up to beginning of Shadowkeep, because they said it will be the first set of armor 2.0 that we'll ever receive. But when we convert it, it gets very low stats, and that was very disappointing. As with all the grinds and hours put into it. But this year, I don't think there's much change to armor 2.0, so the armor will stay, the stats we receive will stay, so it will be relevant up to next year, and we can equip all the seasonal mods that we want to put on it. So that's one thing they said about armor relevancy. In terms of the aesthetics, what do you guys think?
What, like in terms of like armor just in general?
The looks.
How it looks, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I feel like, personally for me, D1 did armor better. Like in terms of the look and everything like that.
I think like what do you call? I think you're talking about the Age of Triumph's armor sets, right? Like some of the ornaments and shit.
Solstice, yeah, it looks good. But the Solstice armor is like a step in the right direction. I think it looks good.
Yeah, I think the Solstice armor is probably some of the like the best Titan shit there is, because the Titans always look so fucking bulky for no fucking reason. So it's like I like the little like trimmed down look. So the Titan doesn't look fat all the time.
True. Well, I think for the glows, I think this year is probably not as glamorous as last year. Because last year they really, the glows can be seen throughout the entire armor. Right now, just only the small cracks just shine a little bit. I mean, the glows could shine as in a bit of like a light kind of concept. But I think that last year is really real decorative on the outside.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of like liking digging this new concept because this just looks like your Guardian just busting with light. You know? It looks like it's just about to come through the armor, which.
Not to see who joining. This.
It's an LG dude from LG.
We could have farmed it. CK with no, won't we? I don't think, but we've farmed it.
Yeah, we can do it after this one. Okay, so
no, I was saying I think before.
Yeah. Okay, so that's about the armor aesthetics. Okay, next one is about the European Aerozone. What do you guys think of it? It coming back this year again.
Personally, for me, I don't really have a problem with that. It's just a Solstice exclusive thing, isn't it? So it's bound to be reused for every Solstice, which makes sense.
Like, one important thing I'd say is, and I would be quite disappointed if it's the case, is that I hope, like, for example, I've got my, like, the, like, icy shell or whatever it's called, and it comes with, it's got an EDZ combo detector on it. So, like, because that area is based on the EDZ, but it's the EAZ, is it still going to count, or are they going to, like, they might, like, bring shells out for it and stuff?
I
Talking about shells specifically for the EAZ?
No. Like, what I'm saying is, my one that works for the EDZ, will that work for the EAZ?
I don't think so. Yeah, because
I don't think you need it because the things are on a pretty predictable path.
Yeah. There's like a certain path to get all 21.
Yeah, like once you know the patterns for it.
Yeah, so like once you know the paths, you're not really need it. You can like, like didn't it just work like that? You just kill bosses and just wander on the map, trying to gather as much chests as you can. That's how it goes, right?
Yeah. With like to get getting the keys and stuff.
Yeah, so I don't think like it matters all that much. Like whether you have the shell or not.
I mean, the
Doesn't it highlight them automatically if you're close to them? I swear it does anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not that hard to find the chest. So that's
You play Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Okay, like
Yes, YouTube podcast?
No, I could hear it in the background.
Something's going on in the background.
That's me deleting shaders because I don't have any.
Mate, it sounds like someone breaking blocks on Minecraft.
No, it's just me.
I see. So that's
Vince.
Yeah,
Vince cannot make it because he's got food. Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I guess the EAZ is just like a fun, like, seasonal area. It's not like, if you spend too much time on it, so it's fine for what it is. I don't think they need to keep changing it. It's like we call the forest, right?
Yep, the haunted forest.
Yeah,
Personally, never a fan
the forest.
of that. Never a fan of that. Because
you weren't a fan of the haunted forest? You weren't a fan of the haunted forest?
I mean, it's okay, but It's kind of fun. Yeah.
What, the
But
forest?
yep. But I'm not really a fan of that because I've been running through it so many times, especially during the
Mm.
Curse of Osiris campaign. So it kind of bored me out a little bit.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing you gotta like remember that this like what do you call? They don't have the development team that they had last year with Activision because they had what Island Studios and Visceral Studios behind them.
True.
So they
They
could
had
do like
Vicarious Visions as well, didn't they? Yeah.
yeah. So they could do a lot of the shit, right? Now they can't. So like I guess they have to like rely more on reusable content.
Yeah. True. I mean, if any studio want to partner up with Bungie to probably make Destiny 2 or improve Destiny 2, it will be kind of a good addition, but I don't really think that's possible as of now.
I don't think they're gonna go that route because well, I, I wonder like how long Destiny has in its life cycle because like we know there's the next what 4 years now, right?
Hmm.
There's Beyond Light, Witch Queen, and Lightfall. So there's at least 3 years, right?
Yeah, I think they are also supporting one more year after Lightfall. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like what do you call? Um, yeah, didn't they take like a $100 billion payout from like NetEase or something, a
Yeah.
Chinese company?
Yep. They are
Uh,
developing a new IP called Matter.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a new
I think
IP.
Lightfall or whatever the years after is gonna be the end of it.
Maybe. But they did say they were going to support year 5, year 6, year 7. So year 6 is Lightfall, and year
They,
7
they said
might.
that.
Hmm. Year 7 might be the concluding chapter for everything. Yeah.
Ooh, and I guess you got like a pretty long life cycle on the
Hmm.
Destiny, so I guess that's not bad.
Hmm. But one day it has to end. Yeah, it can't keep
Yeah.
going forever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's for the fact.
And I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
can.
They could make it like their what do you call World of
Infinite.
Warcraft? Because World of Warcraft's
Yeah.
still going, right?
Mm,
Oh god, it is, isn't it?
That's an old game, that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's been like
It's still coming out
constant
with
updates.
expansions though, so
True. Alright, so that's for EO. You have one hunter with a Solstice armor right here. It's Kaye. Yeah, that glow is quite glamorous, and I really like that compared to
Yeah,
this
that
year.
looks that one.
Yeah, this year is like quite small, very small, bit not noticeable. But I mean, if it's
Like you
some.
can't really tell.
Hmm. I mean, the masterwork doesn't require like ascendant shards or anything. Just complete the objective. So I'll take it.
yeah, 7 trials wins. Let's get it.
Right, so that's about EAZ. The next part is about the grind. So the objective to get the armor. What do you guys think of it personally?
They
I think
reveal the
it's.
objectives.
Oh.
Yeah, the objective to unlock the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not
did they
bad.
reveal it?
Yeah, first, like, well, at least the masterwork, masterwork in it at least has been leaked.
Yep.
It, it involves, what does it involve? It involves doing 7 trials wins.
Hmm.
Uh, what else is it? Oh, Christ, I
There's
don't, I
some
can't
Master
remember.
Nightfall. There's like Pit of Heresy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pit of Heresy, yeah.
Nope. This only Pit.
Oh, only Pit. Oh yeah, but that's probably because it's staying. And
Hmm.
Prophecy's going at the end of the season or something like that.
Yep.
I don't know. That's what I guess.
There's one for I think Altar of Sorrow. Yeah, defeat the tier 5 Nightmare boss.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, masterwork in it is gonna be easy this time around.
Yeah,
Like
definitely better than
before,
last year. Yeah.
yeah, last year involved like doing prestige Leviathan, didn't it?
Prestige Nightfall, about 200,000 score and above.
Oh, right,
A
yeah.
little bit insane, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Prestige Leviathan or Prestige Summit was part of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's Solstice, Masterwork in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Prestige Leviathan was.
Yeah. So like that's tough on like any normal like Prestige Leviathan. I personally hate the Prestige mode. It's so bad. It's just like unnecessarily difficult and annoying, especially with Callus, right? You know when you get teleported in,
Yeah, that part.
there's a proper 50% chance you're gonna die or live. Like sometimes it'll just spawn in front of a ramp and you'll get shot up and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Like it's annoying when that happens.
Yep. Agreed. Totally agreed. Like the encounters are easy, but when it comes to the Void,
Yeah, like it's not even the game being hard. It's just the game being buggy.
Yep.
Like at the end of the day, that's what makes it harder than anything. Oh, exploders! All right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's risking it.
Oh, next play.
Oh, boys, what are you playing at?
Exploders. That's what.
So yeah, for sure this year objectives are slightly
Oh,
more tuned
yeah,
down.
much easier.
Yeah, much more manageable.
Oh,
Anyway.
like, isn't the ones like upgrade of the armor normally? I swear they're quite like just normally tedious and long.
I think that's like the whole point of it, right? Just like.
I know there are some
Really
combinations and cheese activities can do. Like some has said generates elemental orb strike. Just load up the blind well, which is in the corrupt as well. So that'll work. So we can all easily agree that last year was the worst Solstice year so far, after 3 years of Solstice.
Last year? I don't know if last year was the worst thing.
First year was about completing the story missions.
Yeah.
Oh, what you want about like in terms of content?
In terms of overall, like the grind, content, the work.
Yeah, like the grind to max power last year. No. To be fair though, year one was absolutely horrendous. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like as a year one player, like it was just not fun. It was not an enjoyable experience. Like the most annoying part, right, was you'd have to do all these like high level things just to get like 305. Like 300 was like your power cap, if I remember correctly. Like your minimum cap, and you had to do like raids and stuff, you know. Like the thing with year one, right? It's just the grind wasn't very enjoyable. That's the thing. There was a severe lack of content, so the stuff you were doing was the exact same stuff. It just got to the point where it was just like, not fun.
Yeah. You mean the grind to like 400 power of the prestige layers?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was not really significant, just only a few power level.
Yeah, the 400 light thing was not significant in the slightest. Because, like, the next season we were going to, like, 600 anyway.
Yeah.
Max, so it's completely pointless.
So like, you hit like 400, but then like, within like the first submission of the story, you already passed 400.
Yeah.
And you keep getting ground play, so it's like...
Thing right.
It's a good head start, but, like, not.
Oh.
The comics forcing people to do all the things.
Like, it gave you the slightest head start in terms of power, but even then you'd just get gear that was higher instantly, like blues.
Yeah. I think it's like, that's a lot of problem with the Solstice stuff, because the Solstice comes at the end of the year, like, right before the next content, right? So it's like, as soon as you get the Solstice stuff, like, most of it just becomes, like, irrelevant by the time the next expansion rolls out.
Yep.
Because, like, every time, like, we have a Solstice, it's been, like, at the end, like, right before an expansion, like, 2 weeks before an expansion. And then, like, whenever you had that, it's just, like, there's been such major changes within the last 2 years that all this big shit you did in Solstice is, like, I don't know, what the fuck is the point? Fucking wasting my time for no reason.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I think this year they did a pretty good job at addressing of this issue. At least we know that armor will stay up to next year's Solstice event.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good change.
Yeah, overall, like, if they keep the armor system the same, then I think it's fine, but I don't know if they're like, I don't know how they're rewarding the armor, because last year, if you got the armor right, you could like farm the armors again, but like it was like a grind to get to the rolls you want, right? Yes. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get those 60 stat plus rolls in like just 3 weeks they give you.
I'm hoping the armor will all drop 60 rolls in a row.
If they all drop 60, like as soon as you like get it, then that's fine. But if they don't all drop 60, then farming them is gonna be a problem in just 3 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. What the hell? Oh, an ogre. That's a big guy. Oh dear.
No, is there when I was sword?
There's a sword here. I've got one.
Oh, looks like they're gone now.
The shield's very close to gone. Yeah, it's gone. Raise it back up.
Oh, what? I was like multi-slam me. Slammed like 3 times.
He slammed so many times then. Who's the boss this week?
Ogre.
Ogre.
Oh, ogre, I see.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyone who doesn't have a truth quest. It's a lucky week.
I'm the catalyst.
Yep. So that pretty much wraps up about Solstice event. Any comments you guys want to add regarding Solstice?
I'd just say, I think a little, like, defeat the object of having the armour a bit, but they could maybe make it a feature where once you masterwork the armour, you can put the glow onto other armour sets and it just, like, appears as the cracks. But on, like, different armour, like, you could put the glow on the Leviathan armour and have the cracks coming through that instead. And things like that.
Yeah,
like, it's a bit more usable because you have to put a lot of work in to actually masterwork everything, and then obviously there's either like the bright dust silver side of it as well. It doesn't come cheap.
Yeah, it's expensive even after you do put all the work in.
Like see a bit more like usability once you've got past that stage, because like you say, when they release the new light levels and stuff, if it's capped, it's just pointless, isn't it?
Oh, you joke. What?
One of the things that would make the Solstice armor cool is just like if you could just use all of the previous year's mod on that armor. So like from Shadowkeep all the way up to whatever this season's the rivals, right? If you would use all the seasonal mods on that, like the garden mods.
Yeah, I think they're doing that for future, starting from next season. It means the season mods will stay. For it's not just limited to only 3 seasons.
I'm curious, right? How is the Solstice armor going to work with Armor 2.0? Are they going to have it so after you've unlocked all of it, you get random rolls of it?
Yep. You will get
right,
stats.
okay.
You can just do it from the Solstice packages from EAZ.
Oh, right, yeah, you can keep okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Put on bubble, please. Alright, so that wraps it up for Solstice. We can now be going on to Stasis. So the trailer was released about 2 weeks ago. After looking at the trailer, what do you guys think of the Stasis at first?
They look pretty cool. I think, like, it's something new in it. It's like, you know, they do something different, like, not what you'd expect. Which is one that builds platforms and stuff? Is that the Titan or Hunter one?
Yep. I think that's a Hunter one.
That was just a grenade, right?
Grenade? Oh, yeah. Yeah, like that's interesting. I like what they're doing with these new supers. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's like, it's good. I think it's like, it's not a tool we've had like to play with in the Destiny sandbox because you don't really have a map editing tool in this game, right? You have the time bubble and the time barricade that you can't really like manipulate the map in any way.
Yeah.
So like they could do mechanics where like you like in the raid like there's like this huge gap.
Yeah, that's gotta be mechanic in the raid. 100%.
Yeah, like there's like this huge gap and you just throw a stasis grenade at the wall and you all gotta go over it.
Yeah, it could be like an interesting jumping puzzle where you all have to use your grenades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To actually like get across a certain jumping puzzle, you know, stuff like that.
So like, have you guys seen it for PvP though? That thing looks kind of broken.
The hunter.
Yeah, it would change everything really.
Yeah, just freeze all the gardens right there.
Cause like you can freeze them, you can like, and then it's just like, if you just freeze them, like those are like thing where they couldn't do anything, right? Just fucking have to stand there, just take it. I don't know if like that's the direction you want to trend for the PvP. For PvE, it's fun because you have a new map editing tool and you have like this new,
Exactly. I think it'll change like everything for like speedrun and stuff as well.
Yeah. But I don't know if that's the direction you want to go for PvE because like that just seems like a slippery slope and like a nightmare to balance.
I think Bungie definitely have done multiple playtests before they do all the additions, so I think they have kind of it balanced. But definitely when Stasis come out, there'll be a lot of flaws, so players are gonna find all the flaws and then make use of it. But soon enough, Bungie will definitely fix it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, all the new subclasses Bungie introduced with, like, Season 2, or, like, Year 2 was busted, right? While a Radiance was 33% damage buff, and, like, Infinite Healing. The Warlock, what do you call that? Nova Super. I forgot what it's called. The one you just explode.
Nova Warp?
Yeah, the Nova Warp. That one was, like, definitely, without a doubt, the best super in PvP, right? And then, like, Titans, you had, like, the Ursa Furios and the Banner Shield combo where you could, like, literally take 2 hits and you had your super back, which was a little insane. So, you know, when these classes come out, they're definitely gonna be busted. I think they're gonna
they're gonna be fun as hell, though. Like, they're gonna be so fun.
Yeah, it's just like you can create in the game, can't you, really? You can build with the ice. You get like so many more opportunities. Like there were places you'll be able to get to that you could have never got to before.
Exactly, like.
I'm just like, I don't know. I looked at the Titan Super, right? And it's just like it just looks like a Thunder Crash from D1 again. I'm just like, please.
Yeah.
If you imagine, right, do you know, like in the last Wish where me and you like jump out the map and go up real high?
Yeah.
You had Ice Grenade and then you had the Warlock with Dawn True. You know what I mean? Get a Hunter to throw the Ice Grenade down, it's going to push you up real high, then when it does that, activate Heat Riser, it's going to send you flying.
Yeah, there's like loads of fun.
And like when you're real high up in the air, and then like you pop your super and fucking go flying and shit and do whatever. Or it'll be good for like cheesing Crown as well and things like that.
Crown.
Oh yeah, you could cheese everything with that. Like, I don't know how to
do. Cheese loads of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can choose Crown anyway. Like,
you know what would be disappointing?
Yeah.
If they made it where it only affects enemies, and like you yourself can't, like, you can only stand on it for so long and then it disappears, do you know what I mean?
That's probably going to be the case, if I had to guess, most likely.
I mean, I think there's obviously going to be a cooldown on it, because if you could just, like, leave a wall up there in the middle of someone's thing, there's, like, so many ways you could break the game. Like, you'd have, like, enemies getting stuck in there. Like, you would have, like, Shurichi just show up wherever you are. Just, like, have her stuck in a block of ice. Right? I think cooldown is not the way to go.
Yeah.
I think the Warlock thing looks kind of sweet though, because it looks like the Warlock thing. It just looks like they pull out a staff of ice,
Oh yeah, that's right.
push it forward. Yeah.
I think that's a melee ability or something.
So you know, for the like the whole look of the Stasis, is that what just pure darkness looks like? Like, is that what the darkness looks like?
I mean, it's not confirmed, but
It's
It's basically
of
darkness because you get them from a pyramid ship, so it's literally like darkness supers. Something that people have been waiting for actually ages, if you think about it. Like, people have wanted dark supers since like D1, and they're finally bringing it.
Yep.
Which is cool.
I think it's like it's a little weird because the Ruinous Effigies are a gift from the darkness, right?
Darkness as well, yeah.
But it's a void element. I think like
Yeah,
So
the
I thought,
void is
like-
technically like the dark, if you think about it, yeah.
It's like a mysterious element.
so I was
Nah,
thinking like they were just
but-
gonna like give us void shit.
like, there's like, I think like, void's a widely used element, do you know what I mean? Like, things, like, a lot of things can like tap into it. The darkness is like, the darkness in it.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, you see like, Minotaurs have void and like, you know, obviously the Vex and the darkness aren't working together, are they? When they're like,
Well, if you think about it, they're all
Destroy
like
their
kind of
crews.
minions in like the great scheme of things. Like, in the
Yeah,
grand scheme of
yeah.
things, they're all kind of minions of the darkness.
I
The
want to know
darkness
what's
is
like the most like. I want to know what like the biggest power is. You know, like the god, like the god, like actual god. Do you know what I mean? Not like Oryx and like Zol,
Yeah.
like the hard gods and stuff.
Yeah, like the actual like god of dark or whatever. Well,
Like just like the creator of
What-
all like.
in like a 4chan leak, there's like a thing that was like leaking what could have been a future DLC, right? And it was saying stuff where like we would go. I don't know if any of you seen that, but it was like we would go into this like massive pyramid ship, which was like the main one, and it'd be like a new play space, kind of like the Dreadnought type thing.
Oh, I mate, they need to do that.
Yeah, that'd be so sick. And like the
Dreadnought is like my
the one
favourite
behind-
place in all of
you know
Destiny.
them statues of that woman you see in like Shadowkeep on the pyramid ship in Garden of Salvation.
Yep.
Like she's like the main one behind the darkness. Like she's like, I guess, the god of dark or whatever. And like she's going to be like the raid boss. Apparently she's called the Winnower.
Yeah, I've seen that. The winner.
Yeah. Like that would be so sick if they did something like that. But you know, Lightfall, it could be a possibility.
Yeah. Lightfall's when everything comes out.
Yeah, they definitely do need to do a Dreadnought
Mate,
type
literally.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just hear what Callus said, or do not say it for you? He literally just said, Oryx and Crota could not defeat you, but those who they serve, mate. That's what Callus just said. So that's like baseball just on a roll. That's weird, that.
I mean, the Hive.
I know this is going off topic a bit. I feel like the Hive are definitely the closest ones to the darkness.
Yeah,
in
look like
terms
the Rift of the Void light out of Guardians and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
exactly,
Like
like-
a dark isn't it?
Yeah, they're definitely the closest. In the lore, but didn't they get their powers from the dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Hive and the Darkness share the same philosophy, right? It's like the survival
Yeah,
of the
the sword
fittest.
logic and the sword
the
logic
sword
type thing. Yeah.
I mean, I did
Like
read
the
an interesting lore. It says that most of the Vex species are not really in coalition with the darkness. Only the Guardian Vex are the ones worshipping the darkness. So
Yeah, like, because they're the ones from the Black God, aren't they? Let's say.
Yep.
Like the same ones from D1 who worshipped the Soul Inherents, the one from D1 who worshipped the Dark Heart of the Darkness or whatever.
Yep.
I think it's like, okay, like, you guys know who Lovecraft is, like H.P. Lovecraft?
Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft, the person
Yeah.
behind like Cthulhu and all them mythos. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like things that your minds can literally cannot comprehend, right? I think the Vex just went to the garden and just found something about the darkness, and they're like, I don't understand this shit, but I'm gonna worship it.
Yeah, exactly. They worship something. Like usually with the Vex, they try and destroy everything, don't they? They like transform into themselves. But with the darkness, they worshipped it instead of actually, like, because it's a being like they don't understand. Like they usually the ones who understand everything, but it's something unpredictable. It's the same with the light. Like they don't understand the light. In an adventure, like the Ghost was saying that, like Vex Collective Mind was saying that. Like our light is the only thing that can't be replicated. I think that's the same case with the darkness. So it's like it's something they don't understand and something they fear.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and they can't control it.
Exactly, they choose to respect it rather than fight it.
Like, I think that's why we can go into the simulations and kill stuff, because we use the light. They can't like predict how we're going to use it. And
Exactly. Like the Vex usually replicate like everything, right? But they can't replicate our light.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because if you remember scene 14, it took them how long? I think like I think he said like something like a millennia to get his light out of him or something.
Yeah. Hold on.
But we just reverse psychology of save
I think scene 14 just fought them for like years and years, right?
Yep. Okay, Callum. It's on stream, you know. You know, it's like
Oh,
it's
that's
captured
gonna get
on
you
the
that
stream.
time.
It's captured on the stream. You know that.
Wait, what happened?
No, I was teabagging him instead of resing him.
Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much the lore we have about the darkness, the Vex, the Winnower, the Guard.
Yeah. I don't know, like it all seems like interesting, but at the same time, we don't like really know too much right now, right?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
One like main thing that's quite confusing at the minute is the like the interference missions.
Yep.
Like, I mean, obviously Eris is telling us like all that she knows, sort of thing, but it's like a bit hard to piece it all together, if you know what I mean. Like how it all like she was saying like this colour is like she was on about like the colour white and stuff, but like if it's the darkness, why would it be the white? It's just a bit confusing sometimes.
Yeah,
It's like I think it's all meant to be cryptic, right? Because like
like
I feel like because I feel like in a way they all like shipping it around the HP Lovecraft thing, where like you don't like your mind can't like comprehend what it is, right? So at like the time you don't like really know like what the darkness is, then you can't comprehend it. So they literally talk to you like you're a child, and like they're not like I guess it's not like the HP Lovecraft thing, because like if you think about it in like those kind of stories, like the gods, like they're not even concerned with you, like they don't spend their time with you. But the darkness is for some reason like interested in you. But like they're like right now they're like talking to you like you're just a fucking child, like
yeah. What they want to do is to buy you over from the light side.
Yeah.
So basically, attract you instead of forcing you to do that, because the best way to really capture the Guardian's attention is by persuading the Guardian, not forcing, because forcing doesn't work.
Yeah,
you see.
definitely.
So with the runes, effigy is the first step towards the darkness pursuing us to join their side. Yeah.
You guys remember the season of Saint 14, whatever it was called? Or you have to do that mission for the Bastion.
Yep, the Corridors of Time.
Yeah, where you like fight your own grave, right?
Yep.
I wonder if they're gonna have anything with that, like you go to the darkness or something and then you die because you failed.
I think it might come to the full picture. Yeah, the grave.
No, there was something about like you find a shard of darkness, and that's how you like connect to the darkness and use it in your supers. I can't remember what it was called, but there was pictures of it, and it looked the same as what the new, the new Fallen Raid boss. She has one in her hand on all the pictures.
Yeah, the one the pyramid thing.
Yeah, it's like a mini pyramid. I think it's called a Splinter of Darkness, isn't it, or something?
Yep, Splinter.
I don't know, I think like... I don't know how they're gonna operate it, because like the ghost is like how we get our light powers, right? So are they gonna switch out the ghost for the splinter every time we switch over to a darkness subclass?
Yeah, that could be an interesting topic. Yeah. I'm not sure how the Traveler would respond to us switching over. I mean, going for darkness. I mean, yeah.
I think everyone's just like kind of sick of the Traveler, right? Because like Savalas the other day, he's just like Savalas the other day was like, there's all this shit going on and the Traveler not doing anything. I'm like, oh,
yeah, it's just a big white ball in the sky that's just sitting there. It's been healing for like 3 years and nothing happened.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a god.
Yeah.
God doesn't do shit.
Yeah, so
fucking tennis ball, mate. Ping pong ball.
Oh yeah, the ascendant shard or something. It's the golf ball. People have been describing it as a golf ball. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, you know what the funny thing is? I think that Darkness has communicated more with us in like this last 3 months than Darkness has for all Destinies.
Well,
like,
yeah.
So it's like, while I'm trying to fuck with you, I could just go over to those guys.
True.
The thing is, right, but darkness, it's an interesting force, like, because it's not doing anything. It's just lying dormant on all these planets, not really doing anything. It hasn't sent out any forces to attack us. It's just communicating, just speaking with us. I don't know what are its true intentions. There's something sinister about it.
Yep, very mysterious.
But, like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
But like, what does it truly want? You know? Because it's clearly not out to just kill us. Because it would have by now if it did. It's like it's a powerful force. It's like it would have killed us by now if it wanted to, but it hasn't.
Yeah,
it hasn't really acted on anything. It's just toying with us. Like,
so we're basically just the pawns.
I reckon there's something deeper. Like, I reckon there's something deeper going on, like behind the curtains, or like with the Traveller. I don't think it's all as good as people say it is. It's definitely got something sinister about it. Oh, what? Oh, it's got burned.
The speaker knows, but he won't say.
Yeah, exactly. The balls on the right side.
The speaker knew.
He's being a mysterious character anymore. For some reason, his mask is inside Zaval's office.
I don't know if you guys know about this piece of lore, right? But the speaker actually never spoke to the Traveller.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He said that in the Red Dwarf campaign. He said something like, oh, what was it? The Traveller doesn't actually speak to me or something like that. He just speaks for it, like something along those lines.
Yeah, I think there was
some Traveller.
He doesn't. I think like there was like this piece of lore where he literally made it up like as a religious cult, so people like it's like he made it like a divine intervention kind of thing. So he just wanted people to follow like this like law and order, right? But he never like actually speaks to the Traveller or anything. I don't think anything like that.
Because like the thing is with everything, right? If you think about it, we're all like pawns at the end of the day. Like for the Darkness, for the Traveller, like we don't know what their true intentions are. Like, what do they really want? You know? Like, I don't think the Traveller is. Oh, come on! I don't think the Traveller is all like, as good as people say it is. It's not all goody two shoes. There's something more like going on behind the curtains.
And like, then the Traveller like ditched the fucking Fallen, and that's why they are.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
It's like trying to find worthy. Like, obviously it wants us to face the darkness, but why? You know?
Yeah.
Like, we've sort of been brought into this to, like, see the darkness as our enemy, but why? You know? Like, what is it?
Yeah.
Like, we don't know the true intentions of any of these things. Like, they're godly figures, like, we know that much. They're basically gods.
Yeah.
Of, like, two different sides. But the thing, like, one can't live without the other, think about it. Like, they need each other to survive. Darkness and light. Like, if one can't physically triumph over the other, it's not possible.
There needs to be a cosmic balance in the universe. That's how it all works.
Exactly, it's the balance between light and dark. Like the thing with like, I know this is going a bit off topic, but with Lightfall, I reckon there's going to be like, I hope they do something like where we get to pick a side, and like the story changes around what we choose. Do you know what I mean? Like, say if we were to side with the darkness, we would get a different story or something like that. Like, we'd get different reactions from people, you know, like differences in game if we chose that over the Traveller, and likewise if we chose the Traveller over the darkness, you know. It'd be a cool setup for like stuff, you know. It'd be interesting, definitely interesting.
Yeah, I think they will do it, definitely.
But yeah, like they've got to do it at some point. Like, they've hyped up this like fight between the light and dark, but like you know, like Aldrin said in Forsaken, like, do you know which side you're on? Like we don't know which side we're on. If you think about it, because we're getting darkness supers, like we're using the darkness to fight the darkness, but what if we turn on the Traveller and use the darkness to fight the Traveller? You know?
Possibly.
Fuck you, like friendship with Traveller, and then darkness is my new best friend.
Yeah, it's all like very interesting.
Imagine if you have to make a choice between supers.
Make a choice between supers. Interesting.
Thunder crash in the middle of it is the ice super.
Yeah, so there's a lot of lore that's going to get dig up and possibly potential to how
Hunter's gonna be OP next season. They're getting them ice shurikens way off too, and if you hit someone, it puts them out of super.
Yeah.
That is broke. That's going to be so bad in the Crucible. That is going to be awful.
Yeah, but like, imagine the implications with Nightfalls and shit. Like, if it does that, is it going to stagger any champion no matter what, or like shit like that? Like that'd be.
I think so.
Be a good thing.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that incorporated more, like, because they're adding even if like they're adding champions in VOG, so obviously
right, adding champions
are like going to be a big part of the game. So I'd like to see like something where the supers can actually affect the champions. Like, I know there's currently there's the Overload Grenades mod for the Voyage.
Yeah, but that's just a mod. That isn't actually like a intrinsic perk, you know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, set into it. Like, where say like all Void Grenades suppress their enemies instead of just like the magnetic ones.
Yeah.
And then, like, every arc grenade in some way, if it hit an enemy chain to the other ones that was near it. Like, skip grenade.
That's already a thing on Warlock, isn't it? Like, top tree.
Yeah, there's a few, but like
they should be like.
If that element does that, it should react like that every time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It'd add some like more like unique stuff, you know. I think that'd be quite
good. It'd open up builds more. You could like use different builds. Like, pretty much, mate. Everyone just uses the same grenades on everything at this point. Like, not a lot of people. Nobody at all uses spike grenades because they're shit. But if you made them put out more damage, because it's like Void getting blasted straight at you. So if it did decent damage, they get you.
Or if it like at least stunned you or something, like made you move slower. Like, if it had the same effect as, let's say, a smoke, you know.
Like a magnetic, but over time rather than a sticky.
Yeah. See, there's a lot they could do with the game, but like, I don't know. I imagine it's hard to budget because like, how do these like changes affect like, you know, balancing, stuff like that, you know.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
pretty
Like
much
they've got to
short-handed.
balance the game.
Yeah, it's got to be balanced, like, you know. It's hard with a game like this, right? In terms of just overall, like, content and stuff. Because you're not going to be able to please everyone.
Yeah, you're
Like,
never going to get everyone happy no matter what you do. Shit as it is,
exactly.
that's just how it is.
I feel bad for Bungie in that regard, because, like...
You get criticized for everything they do.
Yeah, like, they get criticised for everything.
Like, if you see the forums,
Yeah.
they
Starts to just, you know,
Mhm.
balance.
Think, like people like go mental at Bungie saying, oh, change this, change that, but it's not as easy as they think. Like,
Yeah,
there's so
but,
much like, to do to have to change it, you know, and then you have to worry about balancing everything else. Like, you know, one change could have like a domino effect on everything and like ruin the game, you know, stuff like that.
agreed. Yeah. I think right now Bungie is doing a good job as of now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think as of right now, the game is in the best state it's been, for sure.
The 3 seasons.
Like
CK.
the changes they've made have been great.
Yep. Yes, Callum.
Do you know your Rumble engrams? Alright, do you have how many Rumble engrams do you have? Because there's a new strat for killing bosses.
What, using umbrella guns?
Nah. Do you know the Bear Ranger's memory? What you get from the assassin first one?
Yeah.
You get pulse monitor on that. And if you stood in a well, shoot 5 shots at the boss, shoot 1 at the floor, and the pulse monitor puts 6 back in the mag.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And like you don't have to do like a hunter dodge or anything. You literally 5 at the boss, 1 at the floor, then like shoot it with a horde and then switch it back. Do you know what I mean?
Isn't Berenkus actually like a good like grenade launcher? It's actually like a good one anyway. If you get like Spike or something on it,
Spike, you can get Spike, Pulse, and Rampage. You can get Rampage on it.
That'd be a good roll on it.
That's what I mean, mate. Like shoot 1 of them, kill 3 ads. That's your Rampage times 3. Then you start unloading on the boss. And if you put Rampage spec on as well, it's gonna last longer.
Yeah, makes it even better.
Big stats.
There's
Big
a lot of
secret.
there's a lot of combinations you can get done. I think overall today we had such a meaningful conversation over so many topics. Lore, Solstice and Stasis. I think we all think that it's a positive change coming.
CK, are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're still alive, I think the question was.
Yeah, still alive. Yep, I'm wrapping up now. So
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can.
yeah, I can hear Noctis. Or can he hear me?
Hold up, I'm gonna come back.
Yeah. PlayStation does stupid things like this. Like, make some people cannot hear my voice. No idea what's up with PlayStation. Anyways, so...
Oh, man, PlayStation, innit?
Yeah, PlayStation.
That type and stuff, yeah.
Noctis, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, that's stupid PlayStation. Apologies.
You're good.
Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining. We had such a meaningful conversation over so many topics. Alright, so before we end off, anyone want to have any last words?
What, you want a 1v1 the last word?
Yeah,
Come on,
let's,
not talking
let's
in
say
terms of that.
word.
Alright, if there's nothing, could I get everyone here to say goodbye?
Yeah.
See ya.
Make sure you Twitch Prime sub to CK as well.
You don't even know what
You're watching it on
if you have Twitch Prime,
YouTube channel.
if you have Twitch Prime, you can subscribe for free. If you have Amazon Prime,
There he is. Go and ask your mum if she's got Amazon Prime.
If you have your Amazon Prime, did you know that you can use your Twitch Prime song on CK Tank 62 for 30 days for free?
Oh, here he is. That's how we're gonna pay for the next podcast. Yeah. We're gonna book a studio for the night and produce it all. We're gonna make a music video for the intro as well. We're gonna play on his phone every time.
All that Joe Rogan level of production. Sit there and be like, video games ain't worth it, bro.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so many wild ideas coming in. Definitely a lot of potential for this podcast. A lot more potential. Alright. Thank you everyone for watching and participating. I'll see you guys in the next podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
See you.